I think your first stop is to go to the Panther Plan page, and so we will have a flow chart on what to do if you think you're infectious. It will give you step-by-step instructions on what you should do to sort of do a self-assessment. If you feel like you are symptomatic, then you can make a virtual appointment through the Panther Clinic. The Panther Clinic will order a time for you to come in, and we've designated hours at the Panther Clinic to treat symptomatic patients. So from 2 to 3:30 on any day that the Panther Clinic is open, they will use that time to treat symptomatic patients, and you'll be able to go in, be tested, and then await further instructions from the Panther Clinic and from our local public health authorities.
Each faculty member has their own attendance policy, and I know faculty have been really thinking through the best way to work with attendance this fall, given the possibility of students quarantining or being sick. And so all of your faculty should address the first day in their syllabus what the attendance policy looks like, and this would be a really great time for you to have a conversation with that faculty member during the first class period about exactly how attendance will be addressed this fall semester with respect to quarantining or illnesses from COVID.
Once you are indicated as being positive, you will be instructed by the local health authorities as to what the next steps are going to be. We have very intentionally set up our housing arrangements so you can shelter in place. You will be fed. We will have people bring meals to you, and we'll make arrangements with your faculty members to make sure that your courses and your lesson plans are delivered to you. If you are directly impacted through an exposure or potential exposure, you'll be contacted through contact tracers. So those contact tracers may work for Springfield Greene County Health Department, or they may be one of our staff members who has been specially trained to do contact tracing. That contact tracer, in coordination and at the direction of Springfield Greene County, will dictate whether quarantining, isolation, or testing are required.
We have installed webcams in all of our classrooms, and so for students who have a documented illness or who are quarantining or self-isolating, you will be able to watch your class live streamed during that time, but you will need to contact your faculty member for the login information and for any additional assignments.
We've got old school touchless thermometers as our first line to take temperatures. We also have self-help temperature taking centers in Bay Hall, where our Welcome Center is, and also in the CX and the Commons area. So that will allow you to walk up at a glance. It will take your temperature, tell you whether you've got a fever of 100.4 or greater. It can also detect if you're wearing a mask as well, so it's got a little bit of facial recognition built into it. But those elements there will add a little additional confidence to us as we work and we enter these large common areas together. The most up-to-date information on the state of the disease on campus is our dashboard, and you can get most directly to the dashboard through the Panther Plan website, and that's drury.edu/Panther-Plan. And at the very top, there's a button that you can get right to our COVID-19 dashboard, and that will show you active cases on campus, and it will give you a breakdown, students, staff, and faculty. The reason I have a high degree of confidence that we can operate safely is that we actually have real-world experience. We had incidental exposure in the community with a local business that potentially could have exposed up to 140 different individuals, all of who tested negative for the disease, and this was with 2 positive employees who had exposed them. The difference was masks, and so every one of the customers had masks on. The infectious persons working at the business had masks on. In June, we came back in full force, so we've been operating since the middle of June, fully enforced, wearing masks, physically distanced, and we continue to operate with very little disease present here in our community. And it's thanks to the fact that we are physically distanced, we are using proper hygiene, and we are wearing our masks. And so I feel very confident that in the classroom and in our offices and in our living spaces, as long as we are obeying the rules of physical distancing, as long as we are practicing proper hygiene, and as long as we are wearing our masks, we can mitigate our risk.